Hey guys, what's up? Raging Oak Tree Productions here with another video, and this is the video I promised you guys about where I will be doing a Q&A for you all. And I'm sorry I may have taken a little while to get this video uploaded, but I have just been very, very busy this past, couple weeks. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of big important stuff to try and do that, it's just life. I just got to do it. But yeah, now I have the time and I'm going to make this Q&A video where I answer the questions you guys left on the last video. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so our first question here is from Paul Scarantino from his second channel. And he asks, he has multiple questions. The first question is, what is your favorite hobby? The second one is, do you read comics? If so, what is your favorite? And 3, when you went to the movies, did you see the Minions movie? And then next question is, what is your favorite moment in one of his videos, Suicide Squad Terminates the Justice League? And then his 5th question is, do you think there should be a 6th Suicide Squad? Alright, so the answer to your first question, what is my favorite hobby? This will make a lot of sense for people who don't live out in the middle of the countryside like I do. But probably I would say either hunting or fishing, because those two are hobbies that I really like. You just gotta be patient. You sit there, you wait, you take everything in. It's very peaceful, and then when the excitement gets going, when you either see something or catch something. So one of those is probably got to be my favorite hobby. Comics, I read comics a lot when I was younger. I haven't read a lot, but the 2 I remember reading was, I read a couple comics from the I don't know why, but the Justice League Canada comic series with it's like Stargirl and a couple of those other heroes that were part of the Canadian Justice League. Don't know why, but I remember my parents had me sign up for some comic book subscription where, I think it was every month or something, they sent you a comic book part of a certain series, and I guess they just they were sending me the Justice League Canada ones. Those were kind of interesting. The other comics I read is that when I actually used to go to a comic book store in a town near mine, I actually would read the Star Wars comics. They were the Dark Horse Star Wars comics about the Clone Wars, and those were pretty interesting, but those were the comics that I did read. And no, I did not see the Minions movie, as the answer to your third question, just because I wasn't really interested in seeing another Minions movie. I'm not that big into Minions and all that stuff. That's just not my cup of tea. It was when I was younger, but not now that I'm older. That's more of a kid's movie, not really my taste. And you answer question number 4, what is your favorite moment in your Suicide Squad Terminates Justice League? I don't know, there were a lot of good moments. It was very, very well done, and I really can't think of one moment that stood out from all the rest. They were all very, very well done, and I commend you on that. And do I think there should be a 6th Suicide Squad in your series? I mean, I don't know. There could be, there couldn't be. It all depends on what you want to do, man. You want to make another one, I'd be happy to help you out with that again. That will be great. And the next question we have here is from Steven Scarantino, and he asks, what are your funniest school stories? Will you do a collab with Paul Scarantino on a second channel? By the way, you two are underrated. Thank you. And what is your favorite fast food place? Well, my funniest school stories, I mean, it's kind of hard. My school is very small, not a lot really happened. I mean, there's one funny story I kind of stands out to me. It didn't really. Well, here I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one that happened with my friends from school, and one from actual that happened in school itself. And I'll tell you the one that happened in school itself. So this one was really funny. So in my high school, there were these two girls in the lunchroom that started getting in a physical fight over some dude. And, they were like, one girl like poured milk on the other girl, and the other one was like clawing at her face, and they were all wrestling on the ground and everything. It was really intense. And what was funny is that we had a school resource officer in the high school, and he comes up behind this one girl that's going at it on the other girl, and he puts her in a Nelson, like one of those wrestling moves where they wrap their arms behind, like around the person's arms, and put their hands behind their head to like stop them from swinging and stuff. He put her in a Nelson and he took her down. Like, that was, to me, like when I saw that was some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. And as far as not at school, with my school friends, it was actually, I was at a kind of party with my school friends, and we're playing Manhunt, the game where it's basically hide and seek in the dark, and I hid so well that they looked for me for 20 minutes, couldn't find me, and then just gave up, and that's when I finally came out. And it was actually pretty funny that they found everyone else but me, and eventually, after looking for so long, they gave up. And now, as far as will you do a collab with Paul Scarantino on his second channel, and I thank you for calling us underrated. That means a lot to me that you enjoy my content that much, and I'm sure Paul likes. It means a lot to him knowing that you appreciate his content as well. As far as collabs, I mean, we've kind of been doing collabs already. He has me voice act in a lot of his different, in a lot of his stop motion videos. I've, my universe's Lego Superman has appeared in one of his stop motions with kind of crossover thing. And yeah, so we've kind of been collabing already with that. By the way, if you want to see more stop motion work from me, and you've seen all this stuff already on this channel, then you can go check out Paul's channel. I do a lot of voice acting for him in his stop motions. Does some really good work. You can always go check that out. And yeah, so we kind of already do collab, but in the future, we'll probably do a little bit of more of that, and maybe something more. Who knows? Probably just more a lot of, helping out with voice acting and stop motions and stuff. And what is my favorite fast food place? So, I mean, I don't eat a lot of fast food, honestly. I really don't. But if I had to say my favorite, that's technically fast food, it's probably Chick-fil-A, because on my school's campus, my college's campus, they have a Chick-fil-A there, and that's where I would go after in between classes for lunch, because it's just so good. Them Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets are so good, and them waffle fries are something else. So that's probably my favorite fast food place, although I really don't eat a lot of fast food because I'm just not a big fast food guy. I don't like it. When you eat it, makes you feel fat. Other than Chick-fil-A, though, they have some like genuine good food, especially the chicken nuggets, if you didn't tell already. And our next question is from Comic Nerd, and I think he might have updated this. I don't think he may have updated his this question since I last screenshotted it and put it in this video, but I don't think so. I think it's the same, because he asked, what is your favorite song? What is your favorite movie? Who is your favorite YouTuber? What is the rarest minifigure you have? So, my favorite song, I'm not a big music guy. I don't listen to a lot of, I listen to like a little bit of everything. But my favorite song overall, it's probably just got to be Danger Zone, which was from the original Top Gun by Kenny Loggins. The song was by Kenny Loggins, old from the 80s, but you know, I put that on, put my aviators on, and I can cruise down the highway, and that is it's one of the best feelings in the world. As far as what is my favorite movie, I got two favorite movies really, because they're both so good, and you know, for things that don't really count, you know, like Star Wars, and when I talk about my favorite movies, because like that's just the whole saga, and that series is just brilliant as it is, because it's, you know, like well loved by a lot of people. But as far as like my favorite just movies, I have to say probably either the first Taken movie or Top Gun, because Top Gun is just like an enjoyable 80s vibe movie that you probably tell because my favorite song is from that movie. And Taken because I really like the, you know, all the action and the plot of it. You know, for those of you who haven't watched Taken, it's basically a movie from like 2009 about where Liam Neeson plays a former CIA guy whose daughter gets kidnapped, and he basically has to go find her and rescue her. So those are probably my two tied for favorite movie. And my favorite YouTuber, probably I don't know. I like a lot of different YouTubers that I occasionally watch on YouTube. Some of my favorite stop motion YouTuber, it's got to be Forest Fire, because I've watched his video. His videos are so nostalgia from when I was a young kid watching his videos, and it's crazy how much, like, he's got a family and kids now, I'm pretty sure, which is crazy because it just shows how much time has flown by. But yeah, that's really my favorite probably stop motion YouTuber. And the rarest minifigure I have, well, I used to have a really rare minifigure that I lost when I was younger. And it was one of those silver stormtroopers. I'll bring it up, I'll put a picture of it if I find it, but it was one of those old silver stormtroopers that I got with a Hoth set when I was a kid. But those figures are apparently super rare and super sought after now. And if I'd only known that when I was younger, I would have kept that and not lost that. Because that minifigure, apparently, that was like the rarest minifigure I've ever had. I don't know where it is. I lost it. I don't have it now. But as far as the rarest minifigure I have right now, it's probably have to be my Lego Clark Kent minifigure, just because he only ever came in with a DVD of a Lego movie. I think it was the Lego Gotham Breakout or something, some movie like that. And he only ever came with that DVD, so he's probably the other rarest minifigure I have. Probably the rarest minifigure I have right now. I didn't include it here, but Comic Nerd also put another question under my video, which is, who is your best friend online in YouTube? I mean, I don't really have like legitimate best friends on YouTube, kinda. I mean, the only other YouTuber I really talk to or communicate with a lot or on a consistent basis, is probably Paul Scarantino on the second channel. That's really the only YouTuber that I really communicate with consistently. So to answer your question, I'd probably have to say him. And our next question here that you can already see on screen is Doe Gaming, who asks, what is your favorite color? And basically that's just, my favorite color is blue. Even though I sometimes get it mixed up with purple because I'm red-green colorblind. But that's an interesting fact about me if you didn't know it already. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and hit that bell notification button so you'll be notified of when I upload a video. I appreciate all the questions you guys asked. I enjoyed answering them. And if you have anything else you want to ask me, just leave me a comment down below of this in the comment section of this video, and I will be sure to reply to you down there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.